What's going on, people? So finally getting around to doing my performance follow-up thing for the the Asics MetaSpeed. This is going to be the edge right here, right? This is going to be the sky. So first off, like the difference being the plate placement, right? You can kind of tell from the midsole here, right? See how like on here the plate is sitting a little bit higher. On here it's going to be sitting a little bit lower, right? It's kind of one of those things you can kind of tell in there, right? Otherwise they look very much the same, especially if you were at a distance or whatever, right? Now the thing is, for the edge, it's kind of built more for like a cadence style run, as they say, so like shorter but faster steps, right? So that's what you want for the edge. If you kind of have like a bit of a longer stride when you're getting going, you're going to want to go with like the sky, right? So that's kind of the thing to pay attention to. At a shoe that's like high end enough, I mean, if you don't know what your style is and you just buy one or the other and just like hoping for the best, you'll probably still be okay. It's just that you'll get better results if you buy the one that's more geared to what you do, right? Now for me, I'm more of a sky sort of person, right? I knew that going into it, but I thought, let's go ahead and try it out, right? So anyways, running around with both of these, they definitely both do significantly better in what they're made to do, right? Which is kind of expected, honestly. So when I was running around with these, I'm not much for like that shorter step approach, right? So it was kind of like having to get my mind in the mindset of like doing that and, you know, my body to follow suit or whatever. But once I did it and I kind of got into the groove, yeah, like it does work very well with these. When I picked it up and started running like I normally would run, it did not. It felt like each step was just falling flat. Like when I wear those Nike React X Infinity Run 4s, like each step, like just nothing back out of it, nothing, no response or whatever to me, right? That's how I felt. But then when I switch over to these and I start running like I normally run, yeah, everything feels much more fluid again. So that was very cool. And then again, once I adjusted the pace approach and started running with the shorter steps like you would for the edge and this here, the sky, yeah, it felt like these did with the longer ones, and that it just sucked, right? So that, and I'm gonna go back and say, like, if you only have one option or whatever, you know, maybe they were gifted to you or something, like it's not gonna be just like straight up trash. It's just that to me, like you definitely notice that it would be better to have the thing that is made for what you're doing, right? So I like them for that reason. It'd be nice to, you know, get the one thing in like one shoe, sure. But to me, personally speaking, right, depending on what I'm going to be going out doing, I can kind of make a case for having both. At $250, yeah, I don't think most people are going to make a case for having both, and I totally get that. But for me, if depending on who I'm running with, right, if I'm going by myself doing that whole thing, yeah, this is going to be the one. But sometimes I'm running with people that are like at a slower pace, or maybe I'm going at a slower pace myself just because, not a slower pace, but a different style to kind of keep up with some different people or whatever. This might be the one that makes sense, right? So to me, yeah, there is a case for both, right? So I get why Asics has them. It's just kind of like if you're buying a shoe of that style, of that price, right? Hopefully you kind of know a little about yourself and you're not just going out there. And I do have some other like plated shoes or whatever that I've been working with lately. So if you happen to have any questions or whatever as far as like any of these things go, so again, being that being the sky, this being the edge, and these over here, the white pair is going to be the Saucony Endorphin Elite 2. That pair in the middle, the Brooks Hyperion Elite 5. This last pair over here is going to be the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro 4. All kind of doing the same thing, all at some like very unappealing pricing, right? I'll say that. But they all seem to do okay in their own special ways and all that. I mean, I might personally still be leaning towards the, well, I don't know, this Hyperion Elite 5 it might be like the new current favorite, but I'm gonna have to do some comparisons again with like the Adios Pro 4 personally, right? Because it was for a long time like my favorite one, and even after like wearing these, right, like which worked out great, you know, especially like the edges, I did still kind of like lean towards the Adios Pro 4 myself. But if you have any questions about any of these or whatever, please just let me know. Leave a comment down below and whatnot, because I do plan to do like a video with all of these. From right now, I'm just putting them out there, so if you have some questions, I know I have some things to think about. But anyway, so going back over this real quick because it might have been a lot to like take in. I don't know. The edge over here, made for the shorter steps, faster steps, cadence running type of situation. This is the one that you're going to want to get, right? It says edge somewhere in there, right? You can kind of tell. If your strides are a little bit longer when you're going, a little bit wider and all that stuff, this is going to be the one that you want. This is going to be the sky. Somewhere in there it says sky. They do make both of these in both of these colors, right? And also one thing I'll add in, this is the Paris edition. I should have said that at the beginning. This is the Paris edition. The Tokyos come out on the 25th, right? And they should follow the same sort of technical approach, right? From like the edge and the sky, just with some different foams and all that good stuff. So the things that I'm saying here should still apply to that. Hopefully I'll find out for myself and be able to tell you for myself. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I am now done, finally. Later, people.